Welcome. Hail to the king, baby.
I couldn't figure out what screen I was supposed to go to because I have a ton of scenes here. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to the live open mic live react to the 2022 Resolution Games Showcase. The screen's over to my left, so you'll see me look over my left camera right, so you'll see me look over quite a few times as we go through this. If you're not familiar with me, because I'm primarily been on Twitch for the last year and a half, I am a virtual reality live streamer and content creator, slowly starting to make my way on the YouTube after really concentrating on making sure that I can stream VR correctly over on Twitch. My channel at Twitch is twitch.tv/liveopenmic. All my handles are liveopenmic, socials, and all that. Resolution Games is one of my favorite VR developers. If you're not familiar with them, I'm not sure why you're in this stream, but they've made some of their early stuff was like Wonder Glaze, Angry Birds, and a game that I always recommend to new VR players called Bait. They've also made Ultimechs, Demeo, Cookout, Akron, Blaston, a host of really fun multiplayer games. Honestly, they're one of my favorite VR developers, so I think it's awesome that they're doing their own personal showcase instead of doing something like last week's Upload VR show. They're also really, I think, the only developer that could probably pull something like this off. Maybe Fast Travel, because Fast Travel is publishing a bunch of games lately from developers that they're just kind of taking the cut of their profits on and putting out a bunch of games that way. I think they have like 4 or 5 new games coming out 2023. But Resolution has a ton of multiplayer, so they can just continuously update the titles that they put out with like new skins for Akron and some other things that we're going to talk about in just a minute. So I think they're one of the few developers that can really put on a full-on show. I have no idea how long this is going to be. I would guess somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 minutes, but we'll see. So again, it's over to my left. The second the show starts, we'll flip scenes and go to the screen share. As for what to expect, this is just my personal speculation and stuff that we know is already out. I think they're going to be, right now, the only PlayStation VR 2 game that they have confirmed, to my knowledge, is Demeo. I went back and looked through a list just a second ago before the stream started to make sure I was right. I would suspect that they're going to put some other games on there, like Ultimechs, Blaston, and Akron. Those all just make perfect sense to do something like that. to be on the PlayStation VR 2 platform. I don't know about their older games like Bait and things like that. There might not be enough of a return on investment to do that. I would suspect Cookout might be a candidate as well. But I think we'll definitely see more than just Demeo on PSVR 2, so they may be making some announcements there. Ranked Ultimechs. So they just launched the ranked mode for Ultimechs about 3 weeks ago, I believe. And they're probably gonna, I know they're going to be looking into getting into the esports crowd with like VRML. That's Virtual Reality Masters League. For people who don't know, they're esports, a VR esports company. They put on events for stuff like Blaston. They did Demeo recently, and some other VR games. So I would suspect that they're going to get in bed with them and do some esport events for Ultimechs, which would be awesome. They have done some esport events for Ultimechs already because they just introduced their new spectator mode. Where you can actually just watch a match from like a 3/4 overhead camera view and do commentary on it. They released a video on their Twitter account for that. So I would suspect esports is going to be a big part of this. That's just a guess again. Demeo has a new map that debuts today and a new character. They already released a video for the new character. It's Berserker. I don't remember the name exactly, but I suspect that we're going to see that video replayed here. And they're going to show off the new map. There is footage of the new map out now, but I think they're going to give like a real good in-depth look at it. We will be playing that map tonight on my Twitch channel at 9 o'clock. Myself and 3 of my friends. So that'll be a lot of fun. I think we're going to get that. Pico 4. They, to my knowledge, Resolution does not have any games listed for Pico 4 right now. It wouldn't surprise me if their entire library ended up over there. It takes time to port from one platform to another, even though they're both standalone headsets, Pico 4 and Quest 2. So I would suspect they needed some time with the developers to get everything set over correctly. Pico 4 has different lenses, different resolution, a better refresh rate, so, and a different field of view. They probably just time to port all that over, but I would suspect their entire library at one point or another goes over there. Let's see. They have an augmented reality shooter called Spatial Ops. It's on their website. There's a hype video for it. It was first revealed at the Meta Connect event earlier this year over the summer, when they announced the Quest Pro, and it's basically a pass-through mode, like laser tag or paintball simulator. There's a whole video for it on their website right now, but it was a very early concept, and frankly, the graphics look pretty rough. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a more refined version of that, because Pico 4 and the Quest Pro both have color pass-through. Even Quest 2's black and white pass-through could be used for that. So why is my music stopping? Oh, there's just a lead out there. That's annoying. When the song has like 10 seconds where it's just dead silence before it goes to the next one, drives me insane. Anyway, Spatial Ops. I would expect that we see like a better version of that, because the one we saw at Meta Connect was pretty rough, honestly. Looking through the Quest Pro color pass through, they probably done some refinement on that, updated graphics. I would expect we see that. And lastly, maybe a new game. Ultimechs was the last game they launched, and that was about 6 months ago now. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're going to kind of tease something new for 2023. And because it's Resolution, I would suspect that anything they put up from this point forward is going to be on multiple platforms. It won't just be Quest 2. It'll be Quest 2, it'll be Rift, it'll be Steam, possibly PSVR 2, and Pico. So it wouldn't surprise me. That's kind of my list of what I'm expecting. Nothing's happened yet. They don't even have a countdown up yet. And there's 250 people in the chat right now, so there's a lot of people really hyped about this. I hate to use the term absolute legends because it drives one of my friends crazy, but I'll say it. So absolute legends in here. I see Gamertag, I see Nathy, I saw Beardo Banjo a few minutes ago, my buddy Joshy Pashi, 4VR, the VR podcast is in there, the Rasol VR is in there. Yeah, there's a lot of VR content creators in there, so I love the fact that they're getting this much attention for it. They're up to 260 now, so that's pretty cool. Yes, I said absolute legend, but yeah, I'm sorry. But it's awesome that, again, I've never seen a VR developer do their own showcase. This might be the first one. So to see this much of a response to it is really, really awesome. And I've blown through my entire preview in 7 minutes. I meant to stretch this out to 15, but I was talking way too fast because I'm nervous. So I'm just going to show stuff on my Twitch channel. Give me 1 second to move something over. I might close that tab. Because tonight we are going to be playing the Ultimechs level on Twitch. So let me pull up my Twitch channel and mute my channel trailer. For everyone who hasn't seen this before, we'll just come over here. This is my channel on Twitch, twitch.tv/liveopenmic. I've been streaming over here for about 1.5 years. Right now I'm playing 3 main games. I'm playing Stormland, that's an Oculus Rift shooter that's bizarrely become a roguelike. Arcaxer, that's a turn-based roguelike RPG, and Walking Dead Saints Sinners Chapter 2. I'll be playing that tonight. My streams are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, the first roughly 3 hours of the stream will be dedicated to Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2. I've only played about 3 hours of the game, so I'm hoping to get more into the story, because the opening, there's a lot of talking. I'm hoping to get past and get into some action. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll flip over, and like I said earlier, we're going to play the new Demeo map, and I'm going to play as new character. I'm not sure yet, because I haven't streamed the PC version of Demeo, if I'm going to stream the PC version or just stick it to VR. But that's kind of the plan for that stream tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm actually going to be playing more Stormland, because Stormland has this bizarre thing where the game resets every Tuesday at 9 a.m. So I have to finish it this week. So those will be my streams for the next 2 days. If you ever want to see any of my old stuff, once you go to my channel, just go to videos and click on the collections. I treat my Twitch channel like a YouTube channel. So if you scroll down a bit, because those are all the dad jokes I tell, there's a listing of pretty much every game I've ever played. There's some non-VR stuff in there, because I stream stuff like Fortnite. I do some Stream Racer, Marbles on stream, stuff like that. But here's a full playthrough of Moss Book 2. There's a Quest version and the Steam version. They're both in there, because I played both. There's a whole section for multiplayer, so that's stuff like Ultimechs. I love Ultimechs. Contractors, Cookout, Blaston, Local Dojo Unleashed. I did a demo requisition with some friends, a Walkabout Mini Golf. A lot of multiplayer in there. You'll find a lot of resolution stuff in this section. Scroll through all this. There's VR news and notes, and then there's full play through of Iron Man VR. So yeah, every game I've played, which is well over 100 at this point, anything that I've streamed will be in this section of my Twitch channel. And we got about 6 minutes to go, so let's come back to the main camera. So I put this on full screen. I'm curious if they're going to have a countdown when they actually start this, because some of these streams will start and they'll do their countdown like 5 minutes to the actual schedule start time. So this will start at like 11:55, which that hasn't happened because it just turned 11:55. And some of them will start on time and then do a countdown, so the real content starts at 12:05. Like Upload VR, the one we did last week, you can watch that video on my channel now. They were before, and then their actual lead time started. And when their actual show started, the actual content started. The Upload show was about 1 hour long, and there were at least 20 trailers. So I don't think this goes more than 30 minutes. I'd be shocked if it went that long, unless they did some long form interviews or things like that. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I know the community manager over Resolution. Her name is Amber. She's awesome. But I haven't kind of probed to get any insight. So we'll see. Let's come over to the screen share. Uh, 335 people now. I'm so happy for them that this is getting a really good response. I really am. Mac and VR is in there now. He's another great VR YouTuber. I'm super happy. I have a lot of respect for this developer. They've been great to me, helping me out with coverage when I stream their games. I actually interviewed one of the developers of Ultimechs on my company's channel, 3 Pound Games. We did the whole interview with him for about 1 hour while I was playing the game. That was a very difficult interview to do because I was trying to concentrate on the game and not suck at it while still asking insightful questions. But that was a lot of fun. So they're a great company. They're all very, very nice. They're great with the VR community, and they're always looking for feedback and stuff like that. So again, happy to see them, at least right now, with 350 people in there, having a successful stream so far. 4 minutes out. A sip of water. Right now, my favorite game for them is probably Ultimechs. I play that more than all the other ones now. I really like Bait. I've just played through it enough times that I think they need more. I think Bait's a great beginner VR game because it's 3 degrees of freedom, meaning you can't physically move. You can just look left and right, look up and down, and then control your rod. So that's nice. But Yeah, Ultimechs is kind of my main. I really do like Cookout. I just don't have enough friends to play it with. And the single player mode, I really struggle with. In single player mode, you play with a robot, and it's interesting to say the least. You have to wind the robot up to keep his battery power up, to keep him powered enough to keep helping you. So, and he doesn't cross plate. So he does exactly what it says on the 10. So that game's much better with friends, like a lot of their games do. The interview was great. I love the interview. I've watched it back several times. It's on the 3 Pound Games YouTube channel now. But just the degree of difficulty of interviewing someone while doing the full stream, while actually playing the game is, and I wasn't playing against him, so he was just watching me screen share it while I was playing it. So he was very relaxed. He had all the questions I was going to ask ahead of time. His name is Daniel Prosper. He's really, really cool. But yeah, I lost, I think, 3 games while I was doing that interview. So I didn't exactly showcase high level gameplay, but it was a lot of fun to do. Me, I haven't played Cookout yet. Let me know. Let me know. Maybe after my stream tonight, we can fire it up and you give it a shot if you have time. If you have time. If not, maybe sometime this weekend. Remember, next week my daughter's gonna be here. Maybe I could give it to my sister to get the quest after she tries mine out. I think the best way to sell a quest is either to there's 2 ways to sell a quest. Either get someone in the headset, which is the most effective way, or bombard them with content like what I make. But I think she will like it. Just make sure to limit how long she's in it. She only needs to play maybe 15 minutes when she first puts the headset on. Otherwise, she might get sick. And if she gets sick, she's gonna stop. Because most people I know who get motion sick in VR right away just stop and they'll go back to it. Let me turn the music down ever so slightly. Actually, we're what? A minute out? Let me go turn this off. Turn this off. They have their own music going. Nice cozy music. Yeah, I've had friends. My daughter is addicted to VR. Actually, 2 of my 3 daughters have all used my. Actually, I'm sorry. All 3 of my daughters have used VR. 2 of them are big fans of it. It's just out of price range right now. But they both asked for one for Christmas. It's like, yeah, I can't afford $800 in new VR headsets, unfortunately, because they're $400 now, and then like the cost of games and stuff like that. Just yeah, it's not in the cards at the moment. I would love to someday, though. We do play a lot of Acron in my family. Because that's stuff that you could play. It's called asymmetric, where one person's in VR, the other people are on PC or their phones. That's a fantastic game for that. All right, here we go. Enough filling. And they just stopped their music. A little bit loud. Sorry if I blew your eardrums out. Your kids love it. Acron's a great game, yeah. There's some Ultimechs. Demeo. Blaston. I was so bad at Blaston. I played a bit off stream too. I'm just not good at that game. There's Cookout. There's Spatial Ops. That's the mixed reality game I was talking about earlier. It's Angry Birds mixed reality. More games. More updates. I think that was the Demeo mixed reality mode they were showing. Was that multiplayer bait? I think that was multiplayer bait. Mixed reality Angry Birds again. Yeah, they're showing. This is just showing off here. Look at all the cool stuff we've made. Will you play Angry Birds? Not on stream.
Hi, I'm Tommy Palm, CEO
Hi,
and
Tommy.
founder of Resolution Games.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to our first ever Resolution Games showcase. We got a lot of great stuff to share with you today, including revealing a brand new game. So be sure to stick around to the end for that. Let's kick things off with a look at what's happening with everybody's favorite dungeon crawler, Demeo.
Let me know how the volume is. Yeah, it's gonna be a new character and new map, I think.
An elven king and his queen that were hell-bent on finding the key to eternal life. Their vanity drove them into darkness, causing Drakon to be unleashed upon the world, a force of evil feeding on the corruption of man. So, 4 heroes were needed to fight back and save Gilmera. In Sunderhaven, the Rat King ruled in the deep maze-like sewers. Our heroes were there.
That's Curse of the Rat King. That was the last one, I think.
Inside Durich Forest, Mother Sai and the Root Lord ruled with an iron fist, but in vain. They were both conquered. Under the scorching sun in the Ronth Desert, the heroes fought the false god of Iztir, controlled by Rakar's magic. And so we reached the town of Ends, where people had forgotten the horrors lurking just beneath their feet.
This isn't their last map. Who is that windmill? I want that windmill. Volume is good. Thank you, Mia. What is this? Okay. Skeletor. It's all the regular heroes. There's the new one. I'll be playing as him tonight. The final chapter. This is their last map. Save the town of Ends. Bring an end to the king. Reign of Madness. Pico coming soon. Called it.
Hi, I'm Civiel, Community Manager for Demeo, and I'm super excited to play the new update, Reign of Madness, with y'all, especially after seeing that awesome trailer. Demeo was released in 2021 for Meta headsets and Steam, and this year released it on PC and Pico. And next year, it's also coming to PSVR 2 and PlayStation 5.
Okay. Yeah, we knew
you
that.
can actually wishlist and pre-order now. That also marks the PC edition being out of early access on Steam, and we're also releasing controller support and full support for Steam Deck.
Nice.
We're also bringing Demeo PC edition to the Epic Game Store starting today. But there's even more Demeo action still to come.
Not a fan of the Epic Game Store.
Demeo
Crashes my
Battles,
PC a lot.
A PvP
Hey, Lauren.
experience that lets players enjoy Demeo in a whole new way. Demeo Battles is played by building a deck, putting together your minion army, and facing other players. Just watch out for the burn around the edges of the map. It will come closer.
This is new. I want more of that. No. Okay. Yeah, Ultimechs, great. I need more of that deck thing.
I'm Parvati. I'm the game producer for Ultimechs.
Hi, Parvati.
We've had a lot of exciting reactions to the game since the launch in September, and players have been really engaged. We also went out with a competitive mode a couple of weeks ago, and there's been some fierce rivalries to get to the top of the leaderboard. Today, we're
I love this
going
game,
out
but I'm
with arcade
so
mode
bad at it.
For players who want to take a little break from the competition and want to go and just have some fun with no strings attached. We're also introducing Ultipass 2 today, which has a large range of customizations, which I think look really cool. This includes gauntlet trails,
I want it.
so players will really know who's behind those winning goals.
Nice. That's something you can see a lot more visually in the game. Blaston. We're just blasting through stuff. Now we're on Blaston.
Hi, my name is Dennis, and I work as a community manager at Resolution Games.
How many community managers do y'all
For
have?
the new update for Blaston, we're adding a ton of new attachments for the weapons, so now you will have tens of thousands of different
Blaston or
combinations
Ultimechs,
that you can
Mia?
use for your loadout. We're also reworking the store because we're adding plenty of new skins for both the weapons and the avatars. We're also improving the pass-through mode for the Quest users, both on Quest 2 and on Pro. And starting early next year, we're going to be launching Blaston for Pico 3 and 4 devices.
There you go.
Oh, and one more thing.
More Pico.
We love the Blaston community, and we want to open it up for more players. So starting today, Blaston is going to be free to play. If you've already bought Blaston before it goes free to play, you're not going to be left empty-handed. You'll also receive the Golden Gratitude skin pack along with some in-game currency.
Wow, that's big. That's big. Ultimechs, okay. I already own Blaston, so I'm gonna get a free pack. If you don't own it, you'll get a free to play starting today. That's awesome.
In 2022, we started our esports journey with Blaston, where we partnered up with VR Master League, bringing you the Blaston Season 1. Following that, we started the VRML preseason for Ultimechs, which has its finals now in January.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
For that. But our journey doesn't end there, because in 2023, we'll be continuing our esports initiatives for both Blaston and Ultimechs. We'll be seeing new seasons and new tournaments and new competitions. Now, when both of the games are free to play, there's no excuse for you to not join
big. That's big for esports. For VR esports, that's huge.
We'll be joining the VRML LAN in Denver, Colorado.
Yes, I'm in Denver, Colorado.
Hi,
You're in the beta,
I'm the
babe?
producer for Bait.
Hi, I'm Ting. I'm a producer for Tinyverse. Tinyverse is our social VR project. We make social space for our multiplayer games to extend the social connection within this game to help players stay connected outside the actual gameplay experience. We built our first Tinyverse in Blaston with Uso Lounge. It sets in a nightclub which captured the cyberpunk
That nightclub in Blaston is really cool.
And then we follow that up with Heroes Hangouts in Demeo. And players can start a venture there, also try out other activities such as the Hauntlets and painting miniatures together. And now we will be introducing our third Tinyverse, Caster's Cove in Bait.
Nice.
Bait is one of the
Bait's a
most
free
downloaded
game if anyone doesn't have it.
in
Just go
VR.
get it.
It's been live since
A lot of fun.
2016, but it's always been a single-player experience, and now we're finally getting multiplayer. So in Bait multiplayer, players can start fishing tournaments. There's 12 new types of fish you can find. There's a vending machine where you can upgrade.
We'll be
your
streaming
fishing
this
gear.
again.
Bait Fishing Buddies update, including both Caster's Cove and Penguin Point, is available as of right now on MetaQuest.
Let's check out the trailer.
Lauren, 3-pound game night. So you catch the biggest fish. Cast line with friends. Beat the tournaments. I haven't played this very much. We'll play together. Now they got multiplayer. We'll play together. Play together in paradise. Oh, look at the little mini games. Different rocks. That's adorable. I love it. I love they're putting all these in all their games. Like she talked about the Demeo Hangout, the Blaston Arcade. I love that. I love that they're going back to all their games and just making social spaces. That's fantastic. And that makes 3 of their games that are free now. New Angry Birds? That's called Barracuda. I've seen it briefly on their website. That's Spatial Ops. That's their mixed reality shooter.
Hello, I'm Mathieu Castelli, Chief Creative Officer at Resolution Games.
I met you.
And I'm Tommy Palm, and we're
Hi,
here
Tommy.
today to talk a little bit about AR and what we're doing in that space. Resolution Games started around the fact that we were very excited about virtual reality, but we always felt that augmented reality is going to be an even bigger opportunity and perhaps in some way even more exciting. We've done a lot of experiments throughout the years and we're making new learnings every day. We're showing some of them here in the showcase, like Spatial Ops. That's been a super fun project. I mean, Mathieu collaborated a lot around Blaston, for instance, in the past as well, where we've used pass-through camera to kind of create an AR situation from a VR game.
Yeah, there's a very initial low-hanging fruit with AR where you move around more comfortably with your immediate space, and we use that for Blaston, for people in the cram space, so you could see the chair, which means you can move fast next to the chair. And there's a nice.
That's really helpful. I punched my wall the first time I
mixed
played
match of
Blaston.
Not only you in the game, but your room
It hurt.
in the game.
It is very impressive with optical illusions. If you roll a die and it rolls off the table, that creates really a sense of
that's pretty
the
damn
virtual
cool.
objects being there, anchor them a lot.
It's also clear that we often try to care about the new players, the people that are coming to the platform. And for having witnessed so many first-time headset users having a problem situating their bodies in their virtual environment, we also believe that AR is more beginner-friendly. You have a immediate
I can
sense
agree with
of
that.
positioning in the game space. You're not confused by virtually rotating your body,
Yep.
which is initially a hurdle for some players. And of course, you completely dodge the motion sickness issue.
In November 2021, we
Depending on how good
formed,
the pass-through camera is, but yeah,
Resolution
it's a good point.
AR division. So a dedicated team that was focused on making experiences for AR. We had been playing around with that a little bit before as well, but we wanted to make sure that the same people had a chance to become experts in that field, and that we weren't missing any opportunities. Like spatial ops is a great example of that can only be done in AR fully, where you have a bunch of friends together, and it's like a laser tag or a paintball experience, but wherever you want, and then you have a ton of fun.
It's probably a spatial ops trailer then. Yep, called it. This is a new one though. It's not the one that's on their website. That's somewhere in Quest 2, somewhere in Quest Pros. You know, all the color pass-through you're seeing, all this is Quest Pro. You can't do color pass-through on the Quest 2. This is spatial ops, Mia. This is a mixed reality, PvP shooter.
We just saw Spatial Ops. I personally feel it's the strongest AR experience I've ever had. The ability to run around in space we're familiar with is extremely fun and gets us moving. And after Blaston, we've always been on the lookout for experiences where adrenaline pumps in, you know, to make you having fun. And we're introducing now a new game, which also is going to get you moving. Let's have a look.
All right, new game. Let's go. Two pros and two twos. Is tennis? It's tennis. Racket Club. Membership details coming soon.
So that's Racket Club for you. We can't wait to have you try it. We've been playing it in the office, and it's a ton of fun. Thanks all for joining us today. Be sure to check out all the updates.
Wow, that was faster than I
available
thought.
In the store now. See you all next time. Hej då.
About 16 minutes. That was a lot faster than I thought. I figured they'd go at least 30. But they went through a lot there. We'll recap as soon as the video ends. All right, Mia. Okay, that's it. They went through a lot very, very quickly. That was 16 minutes, and that was a lot of info to dump into a short amount of time. So let's see. The new tennis game, the Demeo map, the Demeo character. Blaston is going to be free to play. If you already own the game, you're going to get a new skin. Bait is getting a social hangout area similar to like Demeo's Heroes Hangout and Blaston's Arcade. Bait is also getting multiplayer. Ultimechs is launching ranked, and they're going to be collaborating with the VRML, that's Virtual Reality Master League, to do some esport events. Woo, that's a lot of announcements. And then they talk more about Spatial Ops. That looked a lot better than the trailer that's on the website right now, so that's fantastic. All right, I'm not gonna belabor this point. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Excuse me, I can't talk. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Appreciate everyone tuning in. If you want to see the new Demeo map, I will be playing that on my Twitch channel tonight. If you're watching this live, twitch.tv/liveopenmic this Thursday the 15th as I record this. That'll be around 9 p.m. I'll play as a new character and I'll play on the new map. I may play the PC version because I haven't streamed that yet. Otherwise, I will get that footage up on YouTube pretty much as soon as that stream ends. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you all later. Everyone take care.